Hello everyone, my name is Celotex and in today's video I will be showcasing my mod named Absolute Enchantments. This mod adds a variety of new enchantments inspired by other games like Minecraft Dungeons and Doom Eternal, as well as a few other mods. First we have the Ground Pound enchantment. The way this enchantment works is that you have to be like 3 blocks up in the air and then crouch and press left click to plummet into the ground like a meteor. When you land you will deal a massive shockwave dealing damage to all your surroundings. When you land you will receive a cooldown in the form of a potion effect called Pound Recovery. This cooldown can be speed up by killing mobs. Any standard kill will reduce the cooldown by 1 second. But if you kill a mob with the weapon that is enchanted with ground pound, you will reduce the cooldown with each kill based on the level of the enchantment. So this enchantment is level 5, so it means that each kill will reduce the cooldown by 5 seconds per kill. As you can see here is 48 seconds. If I kill this spider, now it's gonna be 38, 20, 19. When the cooldown finally ends, a sound cue and a circle of particles will let you know that you are ready to slam again. You can also use a resource pack to change the sound effects of the enchantment. Next we have Pain Cycle. Inspired by the Minecraft Dungeons enchantment of the same name, this weapon enchantment requires a blood sacrifice. Every time you hit an entity, you take a small amount of unblockable damage to build up a stack. On your 6th hit, you will unleash a devastating attack. The damage multiplier scales with the enchantment level, leading up to 5 times your normal damage at level 3. These stacks are unique to the specific weapon you are holding. As you can see, this weapon has a stack of level 2 and this one has a stack of level 1. You can track your current combo by looking at the Pain Cycle effect icon in your inventory. It features an ominous smiling face on a black background and as you get closer to the 6th hit, the smile and eyes of this face get bigger and more intense. After landing the 6th hit, you will receive a negative effect called Dead Wounds, which reduces all incoming healing by 20% per level. This prevents players from instantly healing back their sacrifice health using lifesteal or high healing bolts. Just like Pain Cycle, this effect has a custom icon of an ominous face that appears to bleed more and more as the effect gets higher. If you put the weapon away, the deep wounds effect hides from your screen, but the effect timer keeps running in the background. Once the penalty expires, a distinct sound and particle cue will let you know that you are ready to start the cycle again. Next is Take Back. Based on the Doom Eternal rune of the same name, this is an enchantment for chestplate. If an enemy pops your totem of undying, that enemy will start glowing and a spectral totem particle will hover above their head for 10 seconds. This is your revenge window. If you manage to kill this specific entity before the 10 seconds run out, They will return your totem of undying by dropping it on them. The return totem glows and acts like a magnet, flying directly at your inventory. It also cannot be destroyed by explosions or fire. Once successfully triggered, this enchantment goes on a 20-minute cooldown, which you can track by checking the chestplate tooltip. Next is Snowball, inspired by the Minecraft Dungeons enchantment of the same name. This chestplate enchantment automatically fires snowballs at any enemy within a 5-block radius, every few seconds, briefly stunning them. While stunned, the enemy will emit snow particles and completely stop attacking. At level 3, the fire rate increases to 1 snowball every single second. If you manage to get it past level 3, it stops shooting faster and instead increases the targeting radius by 2 blocks per level. This enchantment is made for crowd control, so it won't target boss mobs with more than 50 health. Wait, it is shooting faster. Next is Locking. Inspired by the Despise enchantment from the Movea Twix mod, this enchantment can be applied to any trident-like weapon, such as spears. If you aim at an entity before throwing your weapon, the weapon will glow and relentlessly chase after that specific target, ensuring that you will never miss. And if you combine this with the Riptide enchantment, it turns you into the homing missile, automatically launching you directly at your lock-on target. Next we have Gravity. This enchantment is inspired on the Minecraft Dungeons enchantment of the same name. When you attack an entity with a sword with gravity, a 5x5 block gravity well spawns at their exact position. Any other enemies caught in this radius will be continuously pulled towards the center. The enchantment forcefully pins them to the ground, preventing them from jumping or flying out of the well. The well lasts for 1 second at level 1 and 2 seconds at level 2, with cluster particles highlighting the center and the edges of the suction zone. Next is Pulling. Pulling is a crossbow enchantment that acts as the opposite of Punch. When you shoot an entity, they are forcefully dragged towards you. The pull automatically stops when they are within 6 blocks of you. After the entity reaches this 6-block dead zone, the mob becomes temporarily immune to the effect for 10 seconds. You will see custom particles flying from the mob to the player to indicate the pull is active. Next is Lucky Strike. This enchantment is inspired on the Minecraft Dungeons critical hit enchantment. This works on both melee and ranged weapons. It grants a random chance to trigger a devastating hit, multiplying your total damage by 100% per level. At level 1, it has a 5% base chance to trigger. However, this enchantment directly scales with your player luck attribute. Every single point of luck you have adds another 5% chance for a lucky strike to happen. Next is Precision. is an enchantment for crossbows. Not only does it increase the base speed of your fire arrows, but it also physically tightens the spread arc of the multi-shot enchantment, turning your crossbow into a highly accurate shotgun. If you have mods that remove the immunity frames for projectiles. Next we have Air Control. This enchantment is inspired by the Doom Eternal rune of the same name. This enchantment for armors grants the user significantly enhanced maneuverability while airborne. As a side effect, it makes your sprint jumps 10% faster. Yeah, it doesn't really help as much as I expected it to do, but it does make a difference compared to the regular vanilla mobility. Next is Frost Aspect. This weapon enchantment inflicts the vanilla freezing effect for 8 seconds per level. Next we have Fierce Blood. This enchantment will cause your weapons to deal double damage if your target is at maximum health. And finally we have Health Boost. This is an armor enchantment that increases the wearer's maximum health by 1 point per level. That's all the enchantments this mod adds. However, my mod also overhauls a couple of vanilla enchantments to make them scale much better in modpack playthrough. First is Sharpness. In vanilla Minecraft, Sharpness adds a flat value of 1 extra damage at level 1 and 0.5 damage for every level after that. That works perfectly fine in a vanilla setting, but if you play a modded setting, you have probably noticed that applying a flat 3 damage to a massive late game weapon that already deals 25 base damage barely makes a difference. To fix this, my mod changes Sharpness to amplify the weapon's base attack damage by 10% per level. With this new scaling formula, a weapon's base attack damage is increased by 50% at Sharpness 5. Going back to our 25 damage weapon example, instead of just getting a 3 damage increase, this now will get a 12.5 bonus damage. Which makes for a total of 37 attack damage in this case, making this weapon much more stronger. As for the way the vanilla enchantment works, it would have only been 27 total damage with Sharpness 5. Next we have Efficiency. Similar to Sharpness, this mod overhauls efficiency so that it increases a tool-based mining speed by 65% per level. This makes applying efficiency to high-tier tools with great base stats incredibly rewarding. On the flip side, it also means enchanting a cheap tool with terrible base stats won't be nearly as effective. So that has been everything for this video. If you're interested on downloading the mod, the download links will be available in the description as soon as the mod gets approved by the moderators of Curseforge and Modrinth. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching and till the next time, I guess.